Good morning and welcome back for another video with myself, Darren, and this is a HGV Class 1 day in my life. It's currently 6:30 in the morning, believe it or not, because how nice is it already? First things first is doing a few vehicle checks. We're just making sure the tyre tread is all in good condition, so road legal, there's no damage to the side of the vehicle, the lights are all in good condition and working correctly, the back of the truck is working and in good condition, and the tanks as well. And of course, not forgetting the front. The first job for today is going to be a little bit tricky, to say the least. It's a collection from a self-storage unit and a delivery to a high school. So I'm hoping the school has been closed and it's nice and free access. And secondly, I'm hoping the storage unit is going to be a nice clear entrance. But however, I've just checked it on Google Maps and it does look pretty tight to get in, and it's just off the Winnitt Road, right by the Tesco's at Warrington Town Centre. Yeah, let's see how this goes then. Now we're connected to the trailer. What we need to do is just double check the tyres are all in good condition, the trailer side is in a good condition, and then we'll go finish off connecting up, such as the lines and the legs, etc. The lines are pretty straightforward as well to put them in. If they don't connect, then they don't really belong. You can't go wrong, to be honest with you. A little bit of a tip, probably start from that end and work your way this way, just so the wires don't get tangled up. And when I was saying they don't fit, they don't belong, well, they have different fittings just on that side. Easy as that. And not forgetting the brake. It looks that the M6 is at a complete standstill. So this roundabout has just gone absolutely chaotic at the moment. And I need to try and get round to the A49 instead. So they're cutting over the chevrons, yeah. Need to keep an eye out on all the other cars while trying to get around as well. And it's probably a lot easier just to go around the A roads instead of jumping on the motorway. Quite nice and easy to get there though, it's just straight down Winnitt Road. Following it right down. So this road that I'm on now will go straight through Newton Willows, past the B&Q where the M62 is. And then straight down Winnitt Road, and then the destination's a couple of miles down there. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do when I get there though. I'm definitely going to have to get out of the truck, have a look around the area, see if I can drive into the actual safe storage unit itself, and then turn around inside their car park, or I'm going to have to reverse off the main road, which is not going to be fun because it's going to be really busy, especially at this time of day as well. It's currently 7:15. I'll be getting there for about 20 to 8. And again, it's right by the Tesco's in the town centre as well, so you can quite imagine how tricky it's going to be to reverse down there. Ah well, we'll figure it out when we get there. Just approaching the destination now, up here on the left hand side. I'm not really too sure where I'm going to be able to park. I need to try and find somewhere. Look, the roads are pretty quiet though at the moment, considering the time, which is 7:30 at the moment. I put the hazards on nice and early. I'm just going to park it here in this bus stop. Now this looks like the entrance for it, and if the roads stay this quiet, we should be okay. After walking down, the yard doesn't look too bad if I can get access to it. The only problem is it's quite tight access for the trailer to get in and then get back out. Go give the client a quick call just to see if they want me to get in there with the truck, or I'm going to be getting loaded at the side and coming from this section. So let's find out where we're getting loaded first. So it does seem pretty tight to get in, so it might be a bit of a struggle, but once I'm in, I should be able to turn around there okay. Now I've just got to wait until about 8 o'clock until somebody on site arrives to let me into the main compound. So let's get myself off the road anyway. Just got to take it nice, big swing around, and then I'm just going to park up down this little road, because I'm quite confident I can get in there, as tight as it might be, and then get loaded from the other side of the building. So shouldn't have to reverse out anyway. Right, let's park it here until 8 o'clock then. Since I've got 20 minutes spare, might as well make the most of it. Pop over to Tesco's, because I'm in need of a new phone charger. Sometime later now, and it's currently 8:30. One of the self-storage people just turned up, and I'm going to try and get myself inside the yard now. The other gate's been open as well, and then waiting around again. Right, yo, then let's see if we can get into towards this gate. Nip a bit of the grass. As far over as I can. That's not too bad. Not as bad as I thought. It's quite big outside, so it's not too bad. I can at least spin it here if I can't get back out. Because the exit does look a little bit more tighter, so I might have to come out the way I came in. Just spoken to the guy who's on site, and they're going to be about 15 minutes, and then they're going to start loading me. So they've got a forklift on site, which is a bonus as well, and hopefully we can get out nice and easy. You have a little bit of a pain in the backside, these poles. Some of the older trailers have these bars are in the middle and they help support the roof basically. And on the side here, they have like a little notch. You just got to lift it up and then you pull it the back. And then that way, you can move the poles in whichever direction you want. A little bit of a tip with these though, only do one at a time, because if you unfasten both of them at the same time, the trailer roof will drop down a little bit, and then it will be a pain in the backside to get this back on and underneath it. Lastly, get all the straps out of the way. finally all sorted, and the time is now 5 to 10. Wow, where's the time gone? Honestly, I'm going to take out a little bit of the grass. Just got to jump on the curb so the trailer doesn't cut the corner. Let's go nice and slowly. And I'm delivering the full trailer now to the high school by Ashton. So it's right by our depot. It's good timing there to come out onto the road. No traffic. So I arrived there at what time was it? 20 to 8. And it's 5 to 10 now. 2.5 hours. And I'm hoping by the time we get to the school, which will be about 10:30, it's going to be quite nice and clear to get in there as well. There shouldn't be too much traffic. It's just a case of parked cars and then getting access itself off the road. Oh, unfortunately, I've just had a little bit of an accident. Don't think anyone's hurt too much, probably a bit of whiplash for the car driver. Well, it will be most likely whiplash. Quite a bit of damage to the back of the car, so must have hit it probably about 20 miles an hour or so. And I think this all just happened as well, if they're only just exchanging details. But nobody's too seriously injured, which is good. Quite luckily though, they've got a big area where the buses come in. So I can get unloaded nice and easy. Which is really handy, because I've been to high schools in the past and they're an absolute nightmare to get in and out of, like really tight construction sites. But not this one, which is good, makes a good change. And then all I need to do to get out is just go to the end of the road and just do a right. I'm just going to park up here for them until they come over. Back to playing a waiting game then. Unfortunately though, I'm going to be waiting around for a little bit longer than expected, because I'm going to be here for at least an hour before they can start unloading me. So in the meantime, I'm just going to do the curtains, get them ready. As soon as they've come off the brake car doing what they're doing, they can start the unloading process. That's probably the easiest delivery I've ever made to a building site. It really is. Normally when you're making deliveries to building sites, nobody has a clue what it's for or who it belongs to. So you get passed around 6 or 7 different companies going, oh, I think it's the bricklayers, no, I think it's the scaffolders, no, it must be the roofers, etc, etc. So this one, I pulled up straight away, they knew exactly what it was, the right guys turned up to me on the bottom, got it unloaded straight away, jobs are good and it's not even a tight yard as well, you got to try and squeeze yourself in. I'm just going to wait until this van comes past as well. No point trying to pull out in front. Even though I've got an empty trailer, it still doesn't pull the best. And I'm not going to lie as well, I've actually been looking at a few trucks just to try and price them up. And on a suggestion by quite a few of the viewers, obviously it's going to be either a Scania or, which I've not really thought about until the subscribers starting to mention them, but the Volvo FH range. That's quite nice, to be fair. I wouldn't mind one of them little things. Either way though, it's going to be a while, probably like a year or so before I do get my own truck. So it's not going to be any time soon. I'm just on the way to Birchwood now for the first collection. So I've got one in Birchwood and then there's another one somewhere else. I can't remember where it is off the top of my head. I'll have to double check that after I've done the Birchwood one. And then I've got one in Woolston. So it's quite local again for today, which isn't too bad. It's currently 12:30. And yeah, making pretty good progress so far. Brakes are all taken. And I've got a good few hours to do these free deliveries. I'm not going to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say anything about finish time, etc. Because we all know what happens there. It'll be a 7 o'clock finish if I say I'm going to be finishing early. So I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it this time. But however, if you have got any questions about HGV driving or about the vlogs or anything in general, just let me know down below in comments and I'll try my best to answer as much as I can for you. Let's get to the job at Birchwood. It's just coming off the next junction now at the M62. It's probably about 5 minutes off there, so we should be there in the next 10 minutes or so. Job number 2 has been removed, so that's quite good. And the reason for that is because I double checked it with Google Maps and I know the road where the collection's on, and it's quite tight, and I think it might be a little bit too tight for an Arctic. So luckily Adam, being a legend, he's passed it over to a class 2 driver because it's a little bit easier for a class 2 vehicle to get in and out of where it is instead of myself. It's just not really worth the hassle. If it looks too tight, always double question it just in case. So again, just double check as well with Google Maps before just going down blind, really. Always double check the areas. So off to Woolston I go. So around the corner as well, coming at Birchwood Park. So all I need to do is across the expressway just ahead, and then we're pretty much there at Woolston. It's been a right day at the moment, hasn't it? Currently 1:15. So I'm making good timing as well. Not too sure what I've got after this collection though, because there's only, I think it's 13 pallets to collect from here, and I collected 3 pallets just then, so I've still got about 8 pallets space on afterwards. So I could be anywhere after that. Could be Appleton maybe, or St Helens possibly. They're the two that make most sense. But on a good note, I'm back home with the family tonight, so that's always good, isn't it? I don't do nights out all the time, but I do probably 2 a week average when I do them. Or maybe the 1 a week, should I say, actually average. It's not too bad. I get a good night's sleep at least. That's one good thing about them. Let's have a look at the M6 where it looks like we'll go over the bridge. Fairly heavy traffic on either side, but at least it's moving. I believe it's about 7 pallets collecting from this place, so I'm just keeping the closest I can to the container, and just nice and gentle turns on the steering wheel just to get inside the loading bay. A little bit more left, swing it back to the right. Just as I was saying this morning how much I hate these bars, trying to put it on just then, and as I'm lifting it up, the bloody thing pinged off, smashed me right in the bloody eyebrow. Don't know if you can see it. Luckily it didn't cut it, but I can already feel a bit of a bruising coming on. Bloody things. I just made a collection of 3 pallets over at St Helens, and it's already, what time is it? 3:45. Right, well, it's already 3:45, so I'm on the way back now to Haydock, well not Haydock, sorry, Ashton, to drop everything off that I've collected this afternoon. And then afterwards, I've got a collection around the corner from the Ashton depot. which is then going directly to Haydock. So you could be looking at about a 6 o'clock finish as it stands. Hopefully not later, because I want to be able to see the little man before he goes to bed. That's one of the downsides about working a little bit later, especially if you've got little kids and stuff. It does happen quite regular where little man will have to go to bed before I'm home. But it depends what mood he's in. If he's really hyperactive and stuff, then we might keep him up to about 8 o'clock. But however, when you do see the little man's face after I've been away for a night or something like that, oh god, it melts your heart. It really does, because they get so excited to see you again when they've not seen you for a day or two. I absolutely love that, the little look he gives me, bless him, when he's surprised that I'm home. Get a big cuddle and everything. My word, it's absolutely boiling at the moment. The temperature's picked right up. It's currently saying 22 degrees. It feels like 28. I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely roasting at the moment. Hopefully we can get back as well before the school traffic kicks in to its full extent anyway, but I think I'm probably will be getting caught in most of it on the way back now. Okay, he's waiting. Come on, come on, come on, foot's down. Just getting no acceleration at the moment on this truck. I don't know why that is, because it used to be alright. Whew, really warm. Arrived down at the hub now. It's currently 4:15 and the collection around the corner, I've got to wait until Kev's been first, because I've collected in 24 pallets, Kev's only collecting 12, so there's not much of a rush at the moment, so I might as well take my time for that. And yeah, I should be there for 5 o'clock, loaded up, back at our yard to finish for 6 maybe, possibly. Absolutely chaos on this road at the moment. Get myself lined up nicely for the reverse. Couple of left turns on the steering wheel. And I just need to try and prop myself up just by the curb anyway, so Kev can still get out. So as soon as Kev comes out, I can then get in position where he is now. Finally all strapped up and secured and ready to leave this place to go back to our hub over in Haydock. And because these are barrels, what I've had to do is use the internal straps as well as ratchet straps just to make sure they're doubly secured. They're always a pain in the backside, barrels. So what do you suggest, if you're a driver that is anyway, for securing these barrels? Would that be enough, would you say, where it's internals too, one in each barrel, and then you got ratchet strap as well? I suppose it's probably the best I can really do at the moment, but I'm always open for ideas and suggestions. And in an ideal world, if I had, say, empty pallets or pallet toppers over the top of the barrels and then ratchet strapped them down, so it's like double pressure, but unfortunately I don't really have that many pallets to hand. Just like that, back at the yard now and ready to go home. It's currently 7 o'clock just gone, so a long day done again. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.